respected chairperson sir of this program, mostly respected Upendra Padi sir, Professor P.P. Mishra sir, and all other organizing committee of this program. I am very grateful to all of you for inviting me for this program. This is my second time here. In this first edition also, I was here to speak few words, and here also I have got some opportunity. Now, I want to say things like that. Indianization. So, what do we mean by Indianization? How do countries develop? How do they cooperate? So, mostly relating to Nepal, India, Southeast Asia, Kalinga, etc. I want to mention such types of points here in my few words. If it would be longer time, I would say many things to give many ideas for research students also, but here is time very short, so I say something very short also. And so, first of all, as we see relationship between Nepal and India, now these are the only two countries in the world where there is no visa and passport to cross from one place to another place. And so that culture is also mutual, understanding also is mutual, and so that's relation, education, etc. Everything is mutual here. Students from Nepal can come to India to study freely. Indian students also go to Nepal freely to contact with us. I have guided 18 students master level thesis from IGNU, Delhi, because there is no any kind of restriction to us. So we are very helpful between us. So this is our main motto to say. So today, previously, countries were suppose self-oriented. So unipolar situation was there, but now there is a multipolar situation. So a country has got a relation with other country also. And so, relationship of a country is with another country also. And so countries do their development only for the purpose of assistance for development. Now that is the main thing for like that. So this is Indo-Nepal connectivity, mostly a kind of unique sense in this world, because it is since time immemorial also. And so from 1950s and 51, Nepal and India have been some of the great cooperative countries to each other, and so that cannot be neglected. So historical context, as we have to go, since 1950, 1951, there was a kind of treaty between Nepal and India, and that was related to peace and friendship. So these two countries are related to protect both countries together in a mutual front. And so the aim of such type of situation is that, so there are such type of maintaining political stability, now some of the building economic power and creating support, some of the just based in societies and influencing the life, intellectual life of people in Nepal and India. Now both sides we are very friendly. So if we have to talk about assistance between Nepal and India, so there is infrastructure support also. Just India has built so many school buildings also, provided many school buses also, ambulances also, and helped to build many hospitals also, and with other equipment related to hospital also. So technological advancement between Nepal and India, the support is a kind of great example. And so, not only that much, suppose in building road also, in building railway line also, India has held, supported Nepal in many activities. And so, there are related joint checkposts also between Nepal and India, and so that people in the border side have been checked, so that persons who are at least, suppose not related to one another, they cannot enter in both countries from that border side. And so other different kinds of activities are like that. So many just close friendship, open border, and so just many different kinds of support centers, employment facilities, etc. Now these are all related to Nepal and India. So Nepalese people also can come here and get their employment easily, and Indian people also go to Nepal and get their employment easily. Suppose we adjust Indian intellectuals or suppose technical persons also there easily, and Nepalese people also are working in India, in many parts of India. And so they have built their house also, they have sent their children for the purpose of study also. And so in many different kinds of health sectors also, these two countries have their support to each other. And so not only that much, so suppose other different kinds of delivery system, different kinds of relief delivery system. Once there was a great earthquake in Nepal, and so India held at that time much more to support people from Tarai region to hilly region also. And so at that time, people from India, or suppose those support army people from India, they held Nepal suppose very properly. So it was very difficult task also. Now they always reach there in such type of situation. Now let's go to, this is a kind of just release development, economic partnership, and suppose stability, etc. Then if we talk about educational support, there is ICCR supported many Nepalese students to study in India. At least mostly more than 1,000 students get scholarship from school level to up to PhD level also. And so this is also great help. That scholarship category also has been separated very properly. And so many Nepalese students are continuing their study in such type of situation here. And so many other different kinds of cultural activities, as we have to say, we have shared cultural activities. Suppose we have same type of temples, same type of system of worshipping, although we follow Buddhism, or suppose Hinduism, or suppose Muslim, etc. Let's say everybody has got same type of supportive activity. Because I have seen many Muslim people also come to study here, madrasa or somewhere in India. And here also, from here also, they go to our madrasas there also. Many Buddhist academies also here and there are similar in situation. And so Hinduism also is here similar. Our same culture is here. We have no any difference. Our dress is also similar, or almost similarly relating to, except Dohra Siral, except other dresses are also similar here. So our culture is similar, religion is similar. It is almost generally financial activity also. People have got same financial activity, generally related to their own structure. Say other religious activities, as we have to talk. Suppose many Nepali people come to worship in Indian temples. Suppose they come to Kashi, Badri, Kedar, etc. in many other temples, just Vrindavan, Mathura, and here in Jagannath Puri also. And many Indian people go to worship in Pashupatinath and in many other remote areas temples also. So there is no any kind of restriction about cultural situation also here. And so what happened like this, not only this much, now India and Nepal, as they have been a kind of model for the cooperative activities. So in such sense, we have to think that what has happened to Southeast Asia and Kalinga also. So we have to say like that. First of all, script was Sanskrit, and that same Sanskrit English, it was in India, Odisha, etc., in Nepal also, and during the time of Gautam Buddha also. Now Gautam Buddha used to speak in Sanskrit also. Then if I have read only but not known it, if I am wrong, then excuse me for that. Then at that time, Sanskrit and Pali language. Gautam Buddha used to study in Sanskrit also. Not only that much. Plato, Aristotle also, they also used the Sanskrit language in their preaching system, or some of the teaching system in Greek culture previously. So this is very Sanskrit language, that is one of the most ancient language which was originated in India, in Odisha also that was the language. So in this way, that is known as most developed ancient language till now. Now linguists say like that, many linguists say Sanskrit language has been so much developed language, and other languages are not so much developed till now. When sound system, when there is a kind of suppose long sound, at least there may be just 24 times suppose variation in our sound system according to Pandini. Suppose scanned by technical situation, that is same. So Sanskrit is so much developed language. So this language spread suppose in Southeast Asia also, Nepal also, in other parts of the world also. So India's contribution like this. So temple building also, same type of materials and tools have been used all over the world to build temples of the same type. And so this Kalinga, as just mostly Ashok, after war, he went to Nepal. He visited Nepal. He visited Lumbini. He built their Ashok pillar. It is still there. He visited Kathmandu, and he went there with his daughter also, according to legend. And her name was Charumati. And the name of that place is named Chabahil, these days in Kathmandu. And so Odisha and Nepal have got such type of relationship. And the same type of relationship has been developed in Southeast Asian countries also. Suppose, let's say, Angkor Wat, and suppose in Bali also there is a Hindu temple, is it? So, in this way, Kalinga, Odisha, and India, or Southeast Asia, and Nepal also, all these countries have got in a link. So, maritime situation only, that traders with ship and boat, they pass from one place to another place, and they suppose spread their culture, their religion, their civilizational link. And so today civilization has been not a kind of objective only, but a kind of subjective thing also. not only a kind of minor thing, but a kind of major thing. Now, without help of any country, a single country cannot develop today, because we are here in globalization. So also, spread of globalization, let's say, he visited Nepal also, he sent his persons in other countries also, outside India, Odisha, etc., because there are many other countries, and so Odisha has got such type of much civilization link all over the world. So today I want to close only this much, because time is very short. Thank you, everybody.